Hey, Merry Christmas to everybody. I hope you're having a good night and you've been spending plenty of time with your family. Hopefully it's been a good Christmas for you guys that are celebrating Christmas. And for those of you who are just enjoying the Sabbath, God bless you all. Um, I wanted to do a video about and let you guys know what I have planned coming up, Lord willing, if we are still here and God tarries. I'm doing this video specifically on a near-death experience I had 2 years ago and what happened during that time. So I guess I'll just jump into it and I'll let you know what future videos I'm thinking about doing. And this experience was pretty cool in the way that it proved the Word of God when it says to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. So about 2 years ago, when this whole outbreak started happening, it hadn't yet caught into the news or anything, but I went to the mall after Christmas to go exchange some things for the right size. You know, got some clothes from family members that were not the right size, so I went to go exchange. And you know, malls are busy, and in our area here, we get all kinds of people internationally coming through in this area of Texas. So I mean, there's people from Nigeria, people from Pennsylvania, nationally as well. It's just very mixed. And so anyways, we have people from Pennsylvania, Utah, Louisiana, different parts of Texas. And so it's the industry here that oil and gas industry here. So it brings in all kinds of traffic through our area. So anyways, I was in the mall and just exchanging those gifts, you know, for the right size and stuff. And I left, and it was probably a couple of days later where I started feeling bad. And I pretty much lead a pretty healthy life. And, you know, I go to the gym, I eat well, I eat natural, you know. I was pretty good and on top of my health pretty much. And, but this, you know, and so every time that I would get sick before this time, I pretty much shook it off pretty quick. And, like, you know, if I got the flu, which was rare, I'd maybe have a temperature for like maybe one night, and then, you know, my body would shake it off. I'd sweat it out that night, and I'd be all good the next day, and I'd be in recovery basically, and then just, you know, it'd be a quick recovery. But when I got sick this time, it was different. I mean, it sent chills through my body, aches through my bones, and I had a high fever. Like, I'd never had this high of a fever before. And it was, I mean, it was so bad. So the first night I was thinking, you know, same routine, just feed my body the good stuff, and I'll get over it quickly, you know. And so that's what I was doing. Taking lots of vitamin C, zinc, try not to stay still too much, but after the first day I got really weak and really tired, and I just thought, okay, all right, tonight I'll just sweat it out, and tomorrow I'll be back in recovery mode. Then the second day came about, and I still had this high fever, and it just felt like my brain was just boiling in my head. And then the third day came about, and I was in really bad shape. I didn't realize just how bad I was. And I live alone, so it wasn't like anybody was there to check on me or, bring me soup and take care of me or whatever. And I was like weak as a kitten. I've never been so weak like this. Um, so then I remember getting up, thinking to myself, I got off, I went to the couch at one point and just laid there. And I got up from the couch in the living room and I decided to go to the kitchen. I knew I hadn't eaten anything and I needed to feed the body, and so that I could fight this cold or whatever it was. And as I'm walking to the to the kitchen to get like these pre-made shakes, I have these pre-made shakes that I would drink, and they have lots of vitamins and nutrients and stuff. Because the reason I was going for that and not like a full-blown meal was because I was so weak I couldn't stand up for long. So I wanted to grab one of these and just feed my body nutrients. So then I remember having blurry vision and just really just feeling terrible, and I could barely think, and and I was thinking to myself, this isn't normal. This isn't normal. And so then I remember just taking as much as the shake as I could and drinking it. And I went back to the couch, and as soon as I got to the couch, I hit the couch and just boom, like it was so weird. I must not have been able to breathe very well. But anyways, something happened to where as soon as I hit the couch, as soon as I laid down, I woke up in heaven, is all I could say. It's kind of like Paul, like he said, he didn't know whether he was in the body or, or not, but he wasn't sure what happened to him, but he was not on earth anymore. Sorry, I got allergies messing me up. So I woke up and I'm sitting on this green, beautiful hill, and there's rolling hills below me, and I'm just taking in this view. And I remember feeling this magnificent peace like I've never felt ever here on earth. My mind was at peace. My heart was at peace. There was just utter peace all around me. And it's like you can't find that peace here on earth. And I remember I'm sitting, just sitting on this hill, and I look down and I see myself, and I'm conscious of myself. And I see myself, and I'm in this white robe or some sort of linens, white linens. I'm sitting on this hill, and every breath that I take, like every inhalation of oxygen I take, I feel life, like being pushed into me. And like every breath, there was life in it. And as it went in, it filled my lungs. I could feel it, my body. And I was breathing in this life. And I looked around, and I just remember thinking, golly, this is so peaceful and beautiful. I had no thoughts of earth. I had no thoughts of anything on earth. And it was weird because I was kind of like doing this weird thing where I was conscious of myself, and I was kind of almost sort of looking at myself, but not able to see myself other than, my knees in this white robe. And I was thinking about how different this was, and or just taking in everything around me. Like I felt love, like it's a love you can't find on earth. It's a perfect love. I felt like I belonged in this place, like I was home. And then this is how I knew that I was in heaven, because I saw a relative that had passed away, my grandmother, years ago. And but what had happened was I was still sitting there, and I notice somebody, I feel and notice somebody walking behind me and then walking past me to my right. And I look over and I see, and I immediately recognize my grandmother. And she doesn't look at me though. She keeps walking, and she's taking like this beautiful white ox or bull somewhere. Like she's walking this animal, and I sense that what she's doing is she's doing it for the Lord. Like she's taking this animal to the Lord somewhere. And I recognized her walk. I recognized but in this experience, she had dark hair. She didn't have gray hair, so she was young. She had her younger, glorified self. She was in her younger glorified self. I don't think I'm thinking that we don't get our glorified bodies until we get raptured. So I don't know what kind of form we're in exactly when we have these when we die. We have these near-death experiences, and when we die. It's still sort of a mystery to me, but this experience was just so mind-blowing. So anyways, Grandma's walking that way. And I get up. I just get up and start following her to wherever she's going. And I just knew she was going to the Lord. I just knew that. I didn't really see a lot. Like, my focus was on, like, down below, the hills down below. Because at 1 second I was following her where she was going to the Lord, and then the next second I looked down the hills sides again, and I see this beautiful storm in this valley, and I just think to myself, wow, that's just beautiful, and suddenly, like at that moment after I said those words, I woke up back on my couch, and I remember pushing myself up and taking a huge breath, like as if I had been underwater for too long, and I was rushing to the top of, the pool or whatever, the lake or whatever, and I was gasping for like a huge gasp of air. It was like that. I literally pushed myself up and took a huge gasp of air in, and I could breathe. I started coughing immediately though. And from that moment, after that, the fever was gone. The fever had broke, and I was in recovery mode. It did take a little bit of time to recover. I remember that. So, CV19 is just, it's evil. What was released on earth was straight up evil. And I believe it was deliberately done to push forward the New World Order agenda. Anyways, it's not what this video is about, but I know other people have had different experiences when they've had their NDE, near-death experience. But that was my experience, and it proved that the Word of God was true, that to be absent from the body is to be present with the Lord. Even though I didn't see the Lord myself, I saw my grandmother, I saw a relative. There's been other people that have said the same similar things, where they saw a relative that had passed away a long time ago, and they were younger. So every experience with the Lord for me has encouraged my faith and blessed me. I haven't always shared these things because, people's lack of faith, people's, I don't know, a lot of times in my head I'm like, people probably just think I'm crazy, and or something, and I've gotten that from others, and that's okay. That's, their lack of faith, their it's a relationship with the Lord, and all these things that happen between me and the Lord, they're awesome. They have always built my faith up through time, and I just look forward continually to His faithfulness to me, and to all of us, but our relationship with Him is the most beautiful thing that we could have on this earth. He's amazing, just amazing. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I hadn't really shared it with many people, so I'll be posting this soon. The next videos I want to do are going to be other people's rapture dreams that I feel are majorly significant, and I'll do a quick summary and put their links in the video, because I think these should be shared, because the rapture's soon and people need to know what's coming. Also, people that are left behind need to know what happened to us, and what to expect next, and how they need to get ready. If they can get ready beforehand, that'd be even better. So anyway, so I'm gonna try to ask permission for using these people's videos. Otherwise I'll just ask for forgiveness. But I would rather ask for permission firsthand. So anyways, if you guys have had an experience like this, or you have had a relative that had an experience like this, I'd love to know. Leave a comment in the comments, and hope you guys are having a great time with your families. Be blessed. Hopefully I'll be posting more videos later, and it'd be great to hear from you guys. God bless you. Bye-bye.